Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple 1. I get a lot of questions about guard towers. Guard towers are great if you are trying to defend a fixed location that people know is already there. If you're trying to hide, guard towers aren't the things probably to do because they stick out. But if you have a fixed location, guard tower can also be very intimidating if somebody sees it. It does give you the advantage of being able to see farther. There might be some vegetation where if you're on ground level you can't see. So there are places for guard towers. I'm going to show you this guard tower. It's not a tall tower. The problem with a guard tower, if you're in a defense, typically in the defense you want to be down low so you can use grazing fire. And grazing fire is firing along the ground about 30 inches tall. And this is very important if it's at night and you hear someone coming. If you're up in a tall tower, especially taller than this one, you can't use grazing fire. The reason is when the bullet is shot, it's going to continue on the same plane as the ground. So if the enemy is at 50 yards, 100 yards, 300 yards, that bullet is still going to have some effect on them. It has a chance of hitting them. If you're up high and you're shooting down, the bullet, as soon as it touches the ground, is not in play anymore. So you have to shoot very pinpointedly at the bad guy. But if it's dark, you can't use grazing fire. So being on the ground level, you can definitely put lots of rounds 30 inches off the ground and sweep your sector, and hopefully rounds are going to have effect on the bad guys. Let's look at this tower. If you're thinking about building one, you're going to start off here. It is definitely covered. That's the advantage. And as you can see, this is made for sandbags or sand. So you have a place to put some type of bullet stopper, because you don't want to be up in a plywood box with someone shooting at you. It's just a big old target. So around both sides, actually all three sides, is this box. It's well built, especially if you put sand or dirt, rocks. You don't want the thing falling down. As you can see, I got some big 6x6s, looks like 2x10s, everything's bolted together. Over engineer it. I have two of these sandwiched between. It's made out of pressure treated. This is intimidating, especially if it's completely sandbagged. I'm not a big fan of towers unless you spend the money and spend the time to build them right, and you have a fixed location that when they see the tower, they also see your other parts of your retreat or whatever you're trying to guard. If you're trying to stay low-key and secret, a guard tower is not what you want. But you got to build them right. And as you can see, it takes a lot of material. If this one was 20 feet in the air, you'd be using a lot more material, and you definitely have to design it not to fall down with the added weight of your ballistic stopping material. Thanks for watching.